How do you know if you're in love as an INFP? Many INFPs don't know what it means to fall in love or to be in love with another person, and often we tend to focus on the memes we've trained ourselves on through romantic movies and TV shows. We believe there is a certain kind of way to fall in love and things that we should find lovable about other people. Now, we've been trained to find certain things attractive, to find certain things nice, and to look for certain things in other people, right? And often this keeps us from seeing and experiencing true love and true connection with other people. So how do you know as an INFP that you have and that you are starting to fall in love with somebody? What I would say is love is a feeling of connection and chemistry. It's when you talk to another person or interact with another person and find that there is this back and forth of energy, this positive exchange between you and the other person. Things feel natural and comfortable. On top of that, as an INFP, what you might experience is a certain amount of daydreaming and mind wandering, right? So here what you might start doing is you might start fantasizing about this person, daydreaming about them, being with them, talking to them, things you do together or could do together, what your future might look like, what might happen if you go on a date or what we could do together, right? So those things might come up more often. INFPs are very intuitive and enjoy experiences and enjoy experiencing how they would feel in different situations. And so INFPs might reflect on also how things would feel if that person did certain things, right? Like what would I do or how would it feel for me if these things happened, right? Or if we went there or came to this place. Often this is a way to kind of simulate the relationship and the experience. On top of that, INFPs will probably go through a lot of different scenarios in relation to this person. There is a breadth of different experiences and things you could do together. Often there can be a lot of what ifs contingent to this. You'll probably find yourself going through a list of different things that you're curious about this person. You might want to know what their childhood was like, how many siblings they have, what their favorite memories were growing up, what experiences have shaped them the most. You might be curious to ask them a lot of things. You might have a lot of questions for such a person, right? You might want to know, everything about their life and what they are and what they've done and how that fits with you and how you feel in relation to that. And there might be a desire to want to connect in the sense of seeing that you two fit together, right? So this might be what you're looking for, in the sense of, do we fit? Do we connect? Like when they tell me this, when they answer this question, does this resonate with my experience? In either the way that we've shared something similar or that we have some kind of complementary difference here in the sense that, they might provide a space that you've always needed. They might be able to do a certain thing for you that you've always wanted. They might be able to help you learn something that you always wanted to know. Often the intuitive mind is about seeking novelty and something new and something interesting. And so there's a lot of curiosity there. You find yourself being naturally curious about this person. And you find yourself being and often wanting to play the counselor or therapist to this person in the sense of wanting to understand and unpack their experiences and resonate with them emotionally and to compare your experiences to theirs. On top of this, you might find yourself wanting to engage in parallel play with this person. And here it can come up with a lot of creative play. Creative play is something very important to the INFP, and that can be sharing books, sharing stories, sharing art, and sharing music and things that you can find to be interesting. You might want to send them photos of things you've seen that you find beautiful. You might want to for them to read your favorite book. You might want for them to, look at your favorite poem that you've ever seen or to connect with a passage in a book that you really care about. And you want to see how they reflect and how they experience these things, right? And so when you're starting to fall in love with another person, a lot of things might come up in relation to attachment styles and things that you feel and don't want and things that are important to you and past experiences and things like that. The most important thing to recognize is when you're starting to build up fabrications, right? And here false expectations and pressure might come in. Perhaps it's that you feel pressure on yourself to want to fall in love with another person because you want to have a relationship, because you don't want to feel alone. Or perhaps it can be that in your past relationships you often felt used by others, or pressured, or, almost smothered by other people. And so perhaps because of this, you might feel a need to want to distance yourself from other people. And even if you have these thoughts, you might find yourself shutting this down or wanting to avoid it. Love is a complicated experience and a complicated thing to do. And the most important thing is that you listen to your own experiences. And what you can do here is you can take time after you meet somebody to journal about what you liked about them, what you thought about them, how you experienced that connection. How did you feel in that situation? What were certain things they said that resonated with you? What were things that you didn't resonate with? What were some differences between the two of you? What were some things you felt when you were interacting with them? What were things that you found attractive about them? These kind of questions can help you understand whether it's love or lust, and whether you really do care about this person or whether it's just a friendly crush.